by habit. I don't keep my receipt because I live in a small space, so um, I try and, anything I don't need, just throw it away. Get it, just, don't even bring it here so that I have to then collect it in a bag and throw it away. And I kept the receipt. I was thinking to myself as I was driving, that little organizer in between seats, I've got several receipts there. Usually not my style. I don't try and keep clutter in the car either. So I was like thinking to myself, like, you need to be concerted here and throw those out. But I had the comforter, so I bought 2 sheets and made them work. A twin size at Macy's. One was fitted, as is sheets today. One fitted, but I cut the elastic out and was able to make it fit. So I'm speaking 2 stories here. I put the feathers in this new sheet casing. I thought I would do that because the charmeuse silk shows every little bump, and then upon further investigation, I'm thinking I'm going to use silk fabric, which is recommended that you dry clean. So this casing in cotton sheet is going to be put inside the silk coverlet, as it were, and I'm going to be trying my embroidery skills to make the snake and eating its a palindrome, making it eat itself, figure 8, and I don't know, cable I think around the side, the perimeter, and probably some gold silk piping as well for accent, and then to do a floral fan on the other side of the silk covering over the cotton. And then I put the feathers in. Feathers went everywhere. They could have gone even more pronouncedly, if that's the right word, everywhere. The quilt I was taking them out of, the down comforter, had large squares, and as I was taking it apart, there's actually this mesh that has about an inch. So there's a mesh in between blocks of feathers. So it creates a baffle of sorts that keeps the feathers compartmentalized. And so I wouldn't have known that if I didn't take it apart. There's no baffles in this quilt, in this down comforter casing. I will play with it a bit. I'm probably going to put some compartmentalization, but I'm thinking about it for a moment. I got that part done today. Feathers were everywhere, even though I did manage to get most of them in my new casing. New casing because Minnow, when I first got him, he didn't have any filters. He thought the whole world was his chew toy, and I'm rebuilding that other one. The other reason to rebuild the last one is twofold. $30 for a nice quality sheet versus probably $300-400 on sale if I wanted to get a new one. So $30, awesome. And I actually have 2 because I took a third of that, put it in industrial satin to match the the cover for my couch to protect it. It's a leather couch to protect it from Minnow's nails. And then I could just make this a topper rather than something that goes over the side and is somewhat too massive and wieldy. I'm looking for something that covers me. And of course, Minnow. It's a mattress topper, and down is comfortable. The sheets I got are because now I'm adding layers to the coverlet, the down mattress topper. So I didn't want it to be too hot. So I got cotton, but it's it's called Sleep Cool. Oh, that's gonna be hard to see. Sleep Cool, tailored fit. I got twin. It's 100% cotton. The brand name is Hygro. HYGRO. So it has it's temperature regulating, so they say, because it's the thread is hollow. Unique hollow core cotton wicks away moisture to help keep you dry and comfortable. It keeps you cooler in summer and warmer in winter. Anyway, I felt that the charmeuse showed every bump, and if I'm going to be dry cleaning, it seemed to make sense to do a nice cotton that would breathe, and then honestly I'm going to baste that into. So I figured out this much. I'm going to probably put an invisible zipper on one side, and invisible zippers aren't chunky, so it's probably not something I'm going to fill at all. And then I'm going to put invisible zipper on the silk cover that's going to go over the cotton with the down. What else? I'm probably going to baste that in. So the inside of the silk, I'm probably going to run big basting stitches to keep this positioned. I thought about it. I can baste and unbaste as I need to dry clean the silk. The reason why I want to baste over a button or a Velcro or permanent attachment is so I can dry clean the silk separate from the down. I can wash that, and happy to do it on my own. And buttons I thought I might feel, and same with Velcro, but I would feel them to be something other than the luxury of down and silk. So that's the plan. I need to work on the artwork and order the thread, and let's see, what else? I had a glass of wine, so I'm a little bit, what? I need to go back to Whole Foods. I bought organic free-range eggs. I don't buy eggs for me very often, and just like meat, so I tend to buy what is considered the best, just because I don't buy it often. And I'm going to practice my frittata making. I got a trio of peppers and some chips of Parmesan cheese, but that didn't make it into my bag. So I have to go back and say, what's up? The clerk might still be there, and I won't have to explain myself because it might be sitting right there. She may have noticed that it didn't go with me. I don't know if I got that on the video. I usually, my space is very small that I don't. Ironic, I know. Okay, so my paperwork clutter, yes, I get it. You know, it's everywhere, but those are my notes. anything I don't need, like receipts, like I paid for that. I know I paid for that. I know I'm going to eat it. I know I usually toss them before I exit Whole Foods. And I have a little collection in my car, uh, in that little organizer in between the two seats. And I noticed that today because I'm like, wow, I'm getting a collection. That's not like me. It's not like me to have clutter there either. So anyway, I kept the receipt. So we'll see if I even got charged for it. Anyway, I thought Parmesan little chips would be nice for my first frittata. And that's checking in. What else? I'm probably still going to work on notes. In another week, I'm cleared to do housework, and I'm itching to vacuum and steam clean. Remember the lasagna? I need to do some steam cleaning on my rug. My first piece of lasagna. It landed there. And then Minnow had it. He had the first lovely piece of lasagna. So I want to vacuum, steam clean, get this nice before the next go round of surgery of not doing anything again. So what else? Practice my frittata making because it was so lovely after surgery last time with fresh fruit. I'm a cheap date. I'm serious. A small amount of wine. And I'm like, really? What's my name? What was I doing? What was I thinking? What? What? Yes, there is something new and exciting. I met someone today, Meredith. We had an awesome conversation, and I don't know. It was unusual. I really liked her. She asked my phone number. She says that she wants to hang out, but also with a friend of hers. I'm like, cool. Actually, I just had a silly, lovely day. I was up at 5. I ordered more Soline glue so I can make hexagons. And get those hexagons, at least the glue stage, done so that I could be sewing, with the foot up for 7, 8 weeks. Got the quilt, got the down comforter, I got the new down. The other reason why I went into a new fabric casing is because the old one I put in my vehicle, and I put the back seats down so that I could camp out in it when I go to camps and I bring Minnow. And I brought the comforter, and I think it was Minnow's dog bowl, the water spilled and it caused mold on the fabric. So I've washed it. It's still moldy. So, as far as I'm concerned, feathers are good. But the covering of the last quilt, between my Yankee ingenuity of, waking up with Minnow with feathers in his maw and a hemorrhage all over the apartment, and I don't have my contacts in, and I'm reaching for any thread and just sew that hemorrhage up, between that, mold, and other curious stains. It's like, ew. Just not into it. So, anyway, it's new now, and it breathes, apparently. We'll see. Take it for a trial run. I do think I'm going to put some channels into it I have the measurements right. And I even made room for a little volume, knowing that that was going to shrink. I would prefer it was a little bit longer, so I might be playing with that idea first before I figure out its final length. I might be extending it. Why? Because I want to lay in bed in the pure luxury, even if it's just under my silk comforter naked. I want my toes covered, and I want it covered to here. And if it was a little taller, too, it might accommodate someone else. I can always turn it diagonal and get that length. But for all intents and purposes, I just wanted it to be a nice little cloud of comfort and luxury. Self-styled goes without saying. So what's new with you? Sorry to hear about that. So I'm looking at Michelle Bachman because I just put a little blurb on Twitter, and so I'm looking if she has a Twitter handle because I thought I'd send it to her. But she wrote the book Core of Conviction. Put your hyphens in that where you well like. My story. She wrote the book Core of Conviction, My Story. You know, I could tell you what I don't like already, and I'll take a screenshot for the website. It's that glowing sort of, I glow from within, because I carry the Christ Spirit, even though I've never faced AD, and I don't know how to. But she has that glow that I feel, honestly, many Christians try to emulate as the standard bearer. But I glow from within the Tao with war, bitch. Or do you prefer jackass, donkey? You're doing a song and dong on the hyphen, all right? You haven't thought it through, so I am suspect of what you're tooting and looting. That you didn't bring the honest value, EWEAD, with you. With or ID with you. Oh my God. I really, really actually despise that sort of I'm glowing within. Look at me. I face God in my imagination, and he has white teeth and highlighter makeup and really good positioning with the light. And I will say things like, Praise be! Praise be my bed that I've already made. Down with war! We're going to... Dough hand with hyphens is going to call it blessed. And bless, stead, and head. Put some hyphens in that. All right? Oh my God. So I didn't even read the article. It's just the news blip. But apparently there's more. One of the supporters at the Value Voters Summit, is there really such a thing? Says Jesus would have tweeted like Trump. Oh my fuck. Okay, so it really is too much for you to be speaking as if Jesus's penis is in your mouth. P-E-N hyphen I-S hyphen T hyphen E hyphen Y-E hyphen. The penis I is coming right out of your mouth, but now you're kind of like injecting it in my fucking rear end, and that it should be coming out my mouth. No, penis I with hyphens that dow with war and can't seem to configure a better harbor except to jacked off with your fat faith and call it fit, all with hyphens, as fitting the same head to toot toff about, okay? You're really just ejaculating a configuration of trig height, and we call it B rig height for pip and prig height, to have more expression, to save your fucking me one-eye with hyphens so you can have more me one-eyed hyphened expression. Thiefend. That's all the salt that's going on here, okay? You're salting yourself. When you ass sift, throw a little salt over there when you're like, I ask, need it, I it. You're not Jesus Christ. You're not go odd. You're not thinking it through even to dab abroad and abroad. Consequently, to lay your fucking Jesus universally. Okay? Dipshit, Michelle Buchanan. What the fuck? What the Jesus fuck? It is quite possible that video froze. Anyway, just enjoy the sound of delight. I'm not Michelle Buchanan. Oh my fuck. Oh my fucking Jesus. Jesus, fuck me. Fuck. You fuck face with that shiny glow from within that you get from MAC Cosmetics at Macy's. Jesus fucking Christ. That MAC, that cosmetics, dows with war, you dipshit. Start thinking it through before you start tooting toft. That your bed has brought the time by thinking like an honest dime every fucking step of the way. I don't know where you got your money to start fucking saying Jesus came through your vein, okay? Clearly, you're not trying very hard, okay, to be a present, prescient client, to speak of any yet thing, of anyone, of some so on met thing, met the tin in the hinge, in the thing, and in jest state, in gas state, carrying it in your fucking belly and your intestine, shitting your every fucking straight narrow arrow bit of the way. Jesus. That smugness, hyphen T, that fucking bothers me. A whole lot. She's got a tweet. Illegal immigration costs the state $100 billion. Now let's understand the dollars and your me one eye that's hyphenated that you're talking about. Your money is fiction, okay? You never brought value. So let's get this fucking straight. You didn't bring value. You didn't bring the date. We've not eaten the date. You didn't fucking bring it, jackass. Jesus, what the fuck? Christians, and I really hate to say it, but already have. You Jews, you've got a hedonistic joystick, K-T. You've got a joystick ride, okay? Get off your fucking Jesus and be the Jesus, or don't speak of it, and stop profiteering from your fucking position, okay? That you lent an ear to be near, to be dear, okay? When time was going down all around. Ugh, that is the bane. In my South Park dreams, putting an honest to goodness smelly fucking shit on Michelle Bachmann's face would make my South Park character feel a whole lot better. And if she just had to wear that shit on her face everywhere she goes, oh, sorry, Dove soaps, that's not going to make it better. Sweetie? What the fuck? Brown, round shit. Bile fucking pigments. That is your face. That's your expression. That is your ahem. That is your taste. Alright? It's awful. It's egregious. And to think that you're upstaging Jesus so you can fuck the Dow with war again. What the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? You never fucked honestly to begin with. You're only staging relationships so you can speak on NIT, N-I-T. And that is what you are currently writing, okay? You position yourself as, I'm the bride of Jesus. I would have personally fucked Jesus and made the world so much better. In fact, I'm just going to act like I did fuck Jesus. Right here, right there, and right fucking everywhere. You're actually passing on larceny everywhere. Jesus actually exists without your illusion of being aware, because you're a war. Okay, and you're a wart again. Put some hyphens in that. Jesus, what the fuck? Nasty ass. That is nasty fucking ass. Let's see let's find out which Twitter handle she is. Fuckface.